And greetings in the love and light of the infinite creator. I am Andrii, joined here by Bill, Ed, and Benny. And we are reading a cool channeling from October 11th, 2025, where it's about oneness and love, big brain, great attractor, light goes where it's needed, self-worth, and other things. All right. So go ahead, Bill.
All right. I am Kuo, and I am with this instrument at this time. And we are looking about the circle, feeling the presence of love of the one creator in every heart. Thank you for being here and making the time to seek more of your spiritual journey that can be experienced when you gather together with those who have like mind as yours. We would also suggest that as we attempt to answer your queries with our opinions, that you realize that they are our opinions and that you take them with the proverbial grain of salt. We're not telling you what you must do, but what you might do, what might be helpful on your spiritual journey. At this time, we would ask if there is a query to which we may respond.
Yes, I have a question. So, if everything is vibration, I'm wondering about the vibrations of oneness and the vibration of love. And are they the same or different? And do you have to have one before the other? So, I'm just looking for some clarity here.
I am Kuo, and I'm aware of your query, my sister. The vibrations of unity and love and light are much the same. However, they must come in a certain order in order for the unity to exist. The unity is when the creator began to know itself and decided to create the one infinite creation with beings such as are gathered here as means of knowing itself through your experiences. So that vibration of unity then was akin to that which you know of the vibration of love, the creator's love. And it had the power to create the entire universe out of itself. As that love was manifested in the light that is the entire creation. Photons that move in different speeds and angles of rotation create everything that exists. Everything that looks that it is not of light is an illusion. For you live within the third density illusion that is created by the veil of forgetting that you go through as you incarnate into this third density illusion in order to know more about yourself, to manifest your pre incarnated choices that were means that you created with your higher self and your guides to discover those principles that are the foundation of your spiritual journey. This is the way that the vibrations of unity, love, and light are manifested in you and in every person, everything, every being, every star, every galaxy, every mosquito, every blade of grass has the vibration of the one infinite creator. For it is all made of the one infinite creator's love and light. Is there a further query, my sister?
Not at this time. Thank you.
I am cool. We thank you,
Oh,
my
wait,
sister.
wait.
Is there another
Uh,
query at this time?
so we will review that one for now. And also, we have a new person, Mark. Hello, Mark. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Good, good. Oh, that's that Mark from Austin. Okay.
Can you can you hear us, Mark? You might need to unmute. Okay. Maybe he's just observing.
Yeah.
I think he may be observing. And,
Yeah.
Okay.
and when it comes down to those atoms and protons and
Mhm.
Yeah.
everything, you have to be yourself at the same time. So,
Those photons and their angles and the rotations.
yeah, well, we're passing through the photons. So, I mean, they might pick up on somebody, but it really is a manifestation.
Are you passing through the photons or passing the photons?
Well, or are you the photons? We're actually light bound by love. Our bodies
Pretty much.
and our
These are
consciousness is
There's
love
only photons. Everything
formed
is
by love.
photons. It's just bigger and smaller combinations of photons.
Exactly.
Perceived as atoms.
Exactly.
You're
Exactly.
right.
I agree. So here, vibrations of unity, love, and light, remembering what everything is made of. Ku explains that the vibration of unity, love, and light are much the same, but they unfold in a sacred order. The Creator first awakens to its own unity, then expresses this unity as love, and that love becomes light, the substance of all creation. What we experience as physical reality is actually patterns of light, photons, shaped by our lessons and our pre-incarnative choices. Every
Right.
being and everything, from galaxies to mosquitoes to blades of grass, carries the same vibration of the one infinite creator. Points for seekers with quotes. Unity, love, and light are one flow in order. Kuo makes a subtle but important distinction. These vibrations are deeply intertwined, yet sequential. The vibrations of unity and love and light are much the same. However, they must come in a certain order in order for the unity to exist. Unity, the creator becomes aware of itself. Love, the creator's generative, creative nature. Light, the structured manifestation of that love as a universe. You might reflect, where in my life am I sensing unity? And how does it naturally express as love and then as tangible action, light in the world? That's an interesting thought.
And if you'd like to deep dive further into this, I highly recommend the physics of the university, the physics of the universe on, physics of the illusion on Ra University, because I go into all of this in like crazy depth.
Cool. Creation is the creator knowing itself through you. Creation isn't something separate from the creator, it is the creator in motion, learning. The unity is when the creator began to know itself and decided to create the one infinite creation with beings such as are gathered here as means of knowing itself through your experiences. Your experiences are not trivial or random, they are the creator's way of learning. Your life, with all its confusion and beauty, is directly part of the cosmic self-discovery. You might hold, my life is not outside God's experiment. It is the experiment.
You are right. That's life. You have choices. And they lead the choices to other choices. And, we only have to do the right thing. And that's why I've totally always respected you,
Love Thanks, Benny. Love becomes light, and light becomes everything. That vibration of unity then was akin to that which you know as the vibration of love, the Creator's love. It had the power to create the entire universe out of itself, as that love was manifested in the light that is the entire creation. Love is not just an emotion, it is a creative power. Light is love made visible, structured into forms, worlds, bodies, situations. When you choose love, you quietly align yourself with the very force that built the universe. All forms are patterns of light, even if they don't look like it. Photons that move in different speeds and angles of rotation create everything that exists. Everything that looks that it is not of light is an illusion. On the deepest level, everything is light, just arranged differently. The sense of solid and separate is part of the teaching environment, not the ultimate reality. In practice, oh, there's someone making a bunch of noise. Okay. On the deepest level, everything is light, just arranged differently. The sense of the practice. When you look at an object, a person, or even a painful situation.
I almost started a fire. So.
Okay. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, be careful there. You want light, but not that much light.
I'm not much like, they might say I'm big anaconda, everything, but I love you, and I love Ed, and I love Fred, and
Love you, dude. Try not to burn the house down.
Yeah. You don't want to turn into light prematurely.
It's not prematurely. Like, trust me, I'm fucking there. And, like, I've been doing this for 18 years, and I've seen a lot of
I
people.
mean, before you're ready to turn into a rainbow body,
I am already rainbow, and
Well, okay. I mean, the Buddhist, that's how they end their life. They turn into rainbows, in the Dzogchen Buddhists. But you gotta meditate for
I
a
can't.
while.
You know that. So, you go ahead and fucking lead
Okay.
your group.
All right. In practice, when you look at an object, a person, or even a painful situation, silently affirm, this too is light in a certain pattern. The veil and your pre-incarnative choices. For you live within the third density illusion that is created by the veil of forgetting that you go through as you incarnate into this third density illusion in order to know more about yourself. To manifest your pre-incarnative choices that were means that you created that your higher self and your guides to discover those principles that are the foundation of your spiritual journey. You agreed to forget so that learning would be deeper and more real. Your life challenges are not punishments, they are part of what you helped design. Beneath confusion, there is a quiet faith that I choose to learn this. You might ask in meditation, if I chose this, what principle or lesson might I be reaching for? Every being is the Creator's love and light, no exceptions. This is the way that vibrations of unity, love, and light are manifested in you and in every person. Everything, every being, every star, every galaxy, every mosquito, every blade of grass has the vibration of the one infinite Creator. For it is all made of the one infinite Creator's love and light. The same essence lives in you, your loved ones, strangers, animals, even what you dislike or fear. Spiritual vision is learning to recognize the same vibration in all forms, pleasant or unpleasant. A gentle practice. Choose one ordinary thing today, a cup, tree, an insect, and consciously greet it inwardly as beloved Creator. All right. So, what do you guys think? Or should we just move on?
I think that horse has been beaten pretty good.
Good. Yes, fair enough. There wasn't a whole lot there, was there? But we got it down pretty bad.
You can't read it twice.
Yeah, basically. Yes, if the Big Bang was considered to be the beginning, and Derry Lewis's great attractor considered to be the end, what is the assumption that
To be the end.
Yeah, I don't know what Derry Lewis's great. That's I don't know. The great attractor is not the end. It's actually where the point of origin. It's more the point of origin. What is the assumption that the universe is moving towards the great attractor as an infinity returning to source of the infinite creator? It's not. We're still moving away from the great attractor. Anyways. Okay, go ahead, Bill.
I am Kuo and am aware of your query, my brother. We feel that there is a type of translation of terms that we will need to utilize in order to verify the basic nature and correctness of the so called Big Bang Theory. The Bang, part of the theory, is that which is the beginning of the one infinite creation. The Creator became aware of itself and created the universe around it to know itself better, beginning with what you would call a state of chaos, so that those principles of earth, wind, fire, and water came into being and formed what you might call the first density of beingness, which was the first expression of the Creator in a manner that the chaos was organized so that the Creator could know more about itself. The Big Bang then became more organized with the second density of the simple awareness of the creatures and the plants that you may see as second density beings. These have the basic feature of the creator, of the feeling of unity, with all about them being able, in many cases, to communicate in what would you call a telepathic oneness. At some point, some of these beings are also able to naturally awaken their spirit complex so that there is the mind body spirit complex. That is what you see around you here in the circle today within the illusion of third density. For each of you is more than a third density being. You are more than you feel you are. You are moving into the fourth density of love and understanding. So, this process of the Big Bang continues to reverberate into the fourth density of love and understanding, and then into the fifth density, wisdom or light. This continues into the seventh density of foreverness. And again, all entities and beings and matter itself begins to condense into the one infinite creator in the eighth density of foreverness, or the black hole that is the final bang within this octave of densities. And then the entire process begins again and goes on forever and ever, as it has been doing forever and ever. The bang begins, the bang proceeds, the bang completes, and it is all done in mystery of the unity of the one infinite creator that exists within each being within the circle of seeking. Is there a further query?
No thanks, Cool. It seems like Cool kind of like avoided answering the question at all. I don't know if you guys get that sense too.
Well, he did answer it because at the very end he basically said it all goes back to it goes back after
Oh,
the
okay.
octave of
Maybe
densities, the
I
entire
kind of
process begins again and goes on forever and ever. How do you answer it goes on forever and ever?
yeah, fair
I
enough.
mean, that's the answer to the question.
All right, fair enough.
I mean, how do you explain it?
Yes, yeah.
Except putting a
Well,
person
I just
in a headlock and walking on their head.
yeah, fair enough. Okay, now for this one.
Can I say, once again, he just fully confirmed everything I said in Ryu. Yay!
Wow. So what is this Raw University?
It's the thing that I'm doing with the European Law of One group.
Recap thinking? This?
No. Go into YouTube and type that in. The Law on Europe.
YouTube?
Yep.
Raw University?
Yep. Law of One Europe.
A Law of One Europe?
Yep.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool.
The next one should be coming out in the next couple of days, which is all about crystallizing consciousness.
Awesome. Great. Oh, look, they even got some likes. Oh, they must have done a great job.
It's all me.
It was all you?
Mm.
What do you mean?
Well, okay, so I did all this.
You did this? Presented by Edward Gregory?
Yeah, it's all me.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow, this is great. That's amazing. You did this.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
I hope you like it.
Yeah. I'll have to have a look sometime. Yeah. I didn't understand. I thought you were doing a course or something.
Well, that it kind of is, because it's like 7 parts, and they're like 7 episodes. They cover basically all different parts. That's the outline, so it shows all the different bits. So that's the point.
Cool.
Get to the adept work near the end, but yeah, going through it, it's like all different. Start off with the physics, and then get into the kind of like consciousness. This next one's going to be about how the body works, and how our physical form is built around a pattern. And then the next one's going to be about the energy body and biophotons and stuff like that. and then on to kind of manifest, then psychology and the archetypes, and what Ra talks about, the kind of archetypical mind stuff, and then on to catalyst and all the other stuff, the other bits, and then the last one's going to be about then there's one about magic and manifestation, and then there's one about the kind of the path of the adept and what we should be doing to kind of step up on our route into fourth density.
Cool. Law of One Europe. Cool. And are you in the Telegram channel too?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Nice. All right. Well, let's just have a quick breakdown of what the session we had here. Points for seekers. Big Bang as the creator waking up. Who treats the Big Bang not as physics, but as moments of cosmic self-awareness. Creation starts as an act of self-recognition. The chaos gives birth to the ordered beingness, second density, simple awareness, and natural unity. Even chaos is not a mistake. It is raw, unshaped potential, seeking form. Third density. And you're already moving into fourth density. For each of you is more than a third density being. You are more than you feel you are. You are moving into the fourth density of love and understanding. Fourth density. Yeah. I am more than I am. That I feel I am. I'm learning fourth density love. Yeah, I hear that a lot, from, what do you call it? The spirits that capable of much more than I think I am, or something like this. The bang isn't just one moment. It reverberates through the whole octave. So this process of the Big Bang continues to reverberate into the fourth density of love and understanding, and then into the fifth density of wisdom and light. Wisdom over light. Higher densities find are more unified. Think of that. Big Bang echoing through your being. Each insight, each heart opening is part of that reverberation. Seventh and eighth density, foreverness, and the final return. Co-zooms all the way out to the end of the cycle. This continues into the seventh density of foreverness. And again, all entities and beings and matter itself begins to condense into the one infinite creator in the eighth density of foreverness, or the black hole that is the final Big Bang within the octave of densities. This is the great attractor in metaphysical terms. Everything eventually returns to source. The cycle never truly ends. The universe does not burn out in despair. It cycles in mystery. And then the entire process begins again and goes on forever and ever. And doing forever and ever. This is hello, Mark. This is one of those places that I kind of disagree with Ra, because I have a different cosmology. I believe in 12 or infinite densities, but that's fine. Whatever. Okay, any questions or comments? Or should we move on?
Let's move on. I don't think we keep beating that dead horse.
Fair enough. We don't want to upset Nietzsche. Yes, cool. And speaking with the instrument earlier today, he said something to me, the light goes where it is needed. And I think I needed to hear that said so beautifully and succinctly. I wonder if you could expand on that idea of the light going where it is needed. Bill?
I am Kuo, and I'm aware of this. Oh, let me.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm unmuted. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. All right. I am Kuo, and I'm aware of the query, my brother. And we are again grateful for the opportunity to speak to this concept, for it is an important and deep concept that we would encourage all seekers to contemplate in their meditation. It is incredibly relevant to you upon your journeys at this time. For you have taken upon yourself in your incarnation the veil of third density that shields your perception from the truth of all of creation. It blocks your ability to perceive clearly the unity and the perfection that binds all things, that demonstrates that all things are proper in their place. And the one infinite creator is manifest in all situations and is director and conductor of all movements, all rhythms, and all light goes exactly where it is needed and intended at that moment. Yet, from your perspective, it does not always seem this way. Indeed, the veil of the density allows you, with great effect, to perceive yourself as being separate from the creation about you and from your other selves. It allows you to have the illusion that you can have direct influence and must, yourself, provide healing and perfection within the creation, that you are in charge of fixing or healing or directing light where it must go because you perceive something through your own distortions. This illusion then allows you to make mistakes, you may say, to experience difficulties and catalysts where you may have thought at a certain point that you needed to act in a certain way, or you took upon yourself certain responsibilities that were not properly yours to accept, and attempting to bring your own idea of offering light, of offering love, and to attempt to fix or rectify or arrange or rearrange the creation in a way that you thought was more fit and more perfect. In doing so, you then created further distortion. Perhaps that rebounded back to you and offered itself to you as catalyst. These situations may seem to you, from your veiled perspective, as a mistake. However, we reiterate the theme present within the statement expressed within the query, that light goes where it is needed. This is a statement of perfection, that there is no way for light to travel aside from where it is needed. For you have had an idea that went astray and took action that may have caused more harm than you intended, or did not have the effect that you had desired. It is the light itself attempting to show you where it is needed, attempting to give itself to you as you need it, as a lesson, as a catalyst, as a gift from the Creator. Once you are able to release your own expectations, your own distortions, and your own attachments to how this light must manifest and how the creation about you must be arranged in a way that you think would be the most perfect, it allows you to open this gift of the catalyst that it brought you. You realize that indeed all along the love was present exactly where it was needed, that your actions contained the love that was needed to bring the catalyst to you, and that catalyst itself contained the love necessary for you to release these distortions and allow yourself to relax into the faith that the one infinite creator is manifest in every iota of the creation, that there is no situation in which the love and the light of the one infinite creator is not present and it is not doing its work as is necessary for the creation to unfold in its perfection. This statement that light travels where it is needed has many layers, and as we encourage you to contemplate it, we encourage you to reflect upon those times where you were, with maybe some effort, able to release your attachments and your distortions that thought that you, as the individual personality complex incarnate within the third density, were directing the light where it must go. But as you release these distortions, you realize something unexpected manifest to allow yourself to not be attached to the outcome of where that light goes. It allows that light to then actually go where it is called for, and it allows it to be present in other situations. As you have experienced these moments where you have been able to let go, you will be reinforced and allow yourself to more and more surrender to the guidance of the Creator and listen more and more to that voice that you find within your own heart. That voice that seems to maybe come from deep within or from far away, and to let go of those voices that you hear within yourself that are built upon the illusion of your personality and the patterns of your mind complex developed through your experiences, whether in this lifetime or previous lifetimes. Allow yourself to surrender to faith and allow the love and the light of the Creator to flow through you. You will be moved as you are needed to listen to this call, to move in a way or the other, to move in one way or the other, to offer your love and light in one way or another. This is indeed the great lesson of third density, to let go of the distortions and heal those wounds that paint your perception and distort your ability to see clearly the perfection of the creation. To see clearly the love in every moment is indeed the purpose of the illusion. To see clearly the love in the moment is indeed the purpose of the illusion. And so we would again reiterate that as you attempt to share the love and light of the Creator, and as you experience catalysts from that sharing, this is the light going where it is needed. And thus, as you continue to progress and allow yourself to surrender more and more, that light then begins to go where you are guided to share it. This is indeed what we wish most to impart to you, the ability that you have within yourself, the infinite capacity to open your heart and to allow the love and light of the Creator to flow without condition, without an attempt to say that it must be manifest in a certain way, that it must go to any certain place. It is already flowing where it is needed. And your task then is to simply allow it to flow through you more and more as a crystallized being. And that light that flows becomes more clarified and more able to be seen as flowing where it is needed. Is there a follow up to this query, my brother?
No, I'm grateful for your words. Thank you.
Good, good.
That was a long one. So, any comments?
Just let the Creator do its thing. Get out of the
Yep.
way,
Oh,
and don't be some stubborn, ego filled person that thinks you're necessary to get the job done, and what you think is needed is really needed,
yeah.
because it
Fair
ain't.
enough. Fair enough. Creation will go on regardless.
Yes.
All right. So, light goes where it is needed, trusting the perfection of Catalyst. In this teaching, Kuo offers a profound reassurance for seekers walking the veiled path of third density. There are no misdirected acts of love. Even when our attempts to help, heal, or fix seem to go astray, the light is still doing exactly what it is meant to do. What appears as mistakes or failure is often light turning inward, offering itself as catalyst, lesson, and gift. The heart of this message is surrender, releasing control, expectations, and attachments to outcomes so that the love and light may flow freely through us, guided by the one infinite creator.
That's right.
Oh, there's some movement in the background. Okay, light goes where it is needed. Kuo emphasizes that the phrase is not a poetic comfort, it is a metaphysical truth. All things are proper in their place, and the one infinite creator is manifest in all situations and is director and conductor of all movements, all rhythms, and all light goes exactly where it is needed and intended at that moment. Nothing is out of place in creation. Even confusion, pain, and delay are within the orchestration of unity. Contemplation. What if nothing in my life is late, wrong, or misplaced? Yes, yes. I come to a greater and greater understanding of that. You know,
Well, if you don't, then your all your anxiety is going to be for nothing.
well, I don't know if I can really relate to the word anxiety anymore, but
Well, some people need anxiety. I tell you what.
oh yeah, okay, cool. But you know what? My arm is getting so much better now, and I'm just like praising the Lord. Yeah, I managed to do some transplants without hurting myself. It was great.
Right.
I did a bunch of garden work. The veil makes us feel responsible for fixing creation. The third density illusion makes separation feel real, and with it, control. The veil of third density allows you to perceive yourself as being separate from the creation about you from your other selves. It allows you to have the illusion that you have direct influence and must yourself provide healing and perfection within the creation. It does create that illusion, doesn't it? We feel pressure to heal, save, or correct situations. This pressure is not a failure, it is part of the lesson of incarnation. You might gently ask, where am I trying to do the Creator's job for them? Wow. Feel really guilty there, like I'm always
You're
trying to
gonna
help people.
you're gonna
Oh, am I
save
not
the
supposed to help people? Is that what it's trying to tell me, or what's going on?
well, you're supposed to save the world, Andre.
Yeah, exactly. Isn't that everyone's job? In
And
their own way?
the creator might be getting in your way.
No,
So your prayer should be
that's absurd. That is absurd. No, the creator's getting in my
your
way.
prayer should be, dear God, get out of my way.
That's so absurd. No. I only strive to do the creator's will every day. Mistakes are light turning back towards you. When actions don't work as intended, Kuo reframes the experience. These situations may seem to you, from your veiled perspective, a mistake. For you to have had an idea that went astray is the light itself attempting to show you where it is needed, as a lesson, as a catalyst, as a gift from the Creator. What feels like failure may actually be love redirected
Hold on
inward.
for a moment.
Yeah. Hello? Did someone say hold on for a moment?
No.
Okay. These situations may seem to you to be veiled. Okay. What feels okay? Catalyst is not punishment; it is an instruction wrapped in experience. A practice. When regret arises, say inwardly, "This too is light finding its work." Releasing expectations opens the gift. The turning point comes when expectations loosen. Once you are able to release your own expectations, your own distortions, and your own attachments to how this light must manifest, you realize that, indeed, all along, the love was present exactly where it was needed. Expectations block perception of love already present. Release allows the hidden lesson to reveal itself. This does not mean inaction, it means faithful action without attachment to outcome. There is no situation without love and light. Kuo offers a sweeping reassurance. There is no situation in which the love and light of the one infinite creator is not present and is not doing its work as is necessary for the creation to unfold in its perfection. Even painful or chaotic moments are infused with divine presence. The challenge is not creating love, but recognizing it. A meditative inquiry. Where might love be hiding in this moment? Letting go allows light to move more freely. Surrender increases clarity and usefulness. As you release these distortions, you realize something unexpected manifests to allow yourself to not be attached to the outcome of where that light goes. It allows that light to then actually go where it is called for. Amen. Control narrows light, surrender expands it. Detachments makes you a clearer channel. Very good. This is not passivity, it is aligned responsiveness. Good. Listening to the heart over the personality. Kuo distinguishes inner guidance from mental noise. Listen more and more to the voice that you find within your own heart. Let go of those voices built upon the illusion of your own personality and patterns of your mind complex. The heart speaks softly, simply, and patiently. The personality demands certainty, control, and validation. Ugh. A gentle habit. Pause before acting and ask, is this coming from fear or from love? That's right. Simply, softly, patiently. The great lesson of the third density. Kuo names the core work of incarnation. This is, indeed, the great lesson of third density. To let go of the distortions and heal those wounds that paint your perception and distort your ability to see clearly the perfection of the creation. Third density is not about doing everything right. It is about learning to see love everywhere, in every confusion, even in confusion. Becoming a crystallized being. The closing invitation is one of trust and openness. Your task then is to simply allow it to flow through you more and more as a crystallized being. That light that flows becomes more clarified and more able to be seen as flowing where it is needed. You are not meant to direct light, only to allow it. The clearer the channel, the more naturally love serves. A closing affirmation. I release the need to control. I allow love to flow where it is needed, through me and beyond me.
Yeah.
All right.
So
What's it?
let's do one thing. Like, I've done this for 18 years. Fucking, I want everybody, it's not really one, but if you can let go of something
Mm-hmm.
and just feel it with me, just look into your heart, close your eyes, and do that. We'll do that for 5 minutes. Obviously, there's been certain people here that feel certain way, but let's go ahead and do
Yes, well, it's good to meditate on a regular basis. I agree, Benny.
Sorry, fucking
You sound really muffled.
bruh. In the meantime, you just close your eyes and feel something that you don't want to feel or anything. Just let go, look into your heart, and let that go.
That's right. That's what forgiveness is.
It really is, and I'm right. And I didn't mean to do anything bad, but
It's all good, Benny. Yeah, it's good to meditate. So I think
yeah,
we have time for one more to read one more question here, guys. Um yes, cool. My question is about self-worth. Some people, especially when they're children, dream about being famous or doing something exceptional in their lives. If that doesn't happen, they feel like a failure. They wonder, what are they going to do with the rest of their lives? My question is, does one's self-worth depend on what you accomplish in your life, or on your presence, or on what you radiate, or something else? Can you comment on this, please?
Hey, before we go on, I want to
Yeah,
comment on that last section.
sure,
And
sure.
and what I thought was real interesting
Hmm.
is if you're trying to like force the light somewhere or whatever,
Hmm.
think you know best and to where send it, that it ultimately a lot of times will come back to you kind of through a karmic thing to give you
Yeah,
your catalyst that you need to work on. You kind of need to see, oh, I'm doing this, and I need to let go. So I thought the
hmm,
rebounding effect on that last one was pretty good.
yeah,
yeah, pretty much. But at the same time, you don't have your feelings, or you're not really in place with yourself. So I live my life a certain way. I fucking do it like Andre. I do it like Fred. I do it like Ed. You know, bruh. Homie,
well, you do it in
fucking.
DC. Yeah,
It's not PC. It's
DC,
actually
DC.
DC.
Yes, that's what I said. I
Yeah,
know that there's some kind of audio issue.
yeah. Freaking when you hold yourself one as whole and you realize you're imperfect without your imperfections, homie, I freaking have nothing to say. This homie did something. He's really fucking trying, but it's not me. And, I'm one with myself. I'm there with you fucking every single day. And I lived through a hell of a lot of pain and friggin'
Well, with gentleness and gratitude and kindness, we can get to that place of just constantly radiating goodness and then
yes.
having that goodness radiate back to us.
Yeah, it's a monk of me. Freaking.
And I think this next question is about self-worth may illuminate the situation.
Okay, go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead, bruh.
I am Kuo, and I'm aware of the query, my brother. And again, appreciate deeply the opportunity to speak to this query. For we find that self-worth is indeed one of the most difficult and baffling concepts for seekers in circles such as this. And indeed, we find much truth within this query that your society has a unique ability to impress upon those within it, particularly those of a young age, to place value in themselves based on the perception of others. We find a connection between the desire, as you have framed it, to be famous or to do great things and to be seen as being a great figure in society, being equated with having high self worth. The idea being that if others can see me as being effective and valuable and worthy, then it may be true. This dynamic places the burden of self worth upon the other self. And in this placing this burden upon the other self, there is also a burden placed upon the self, requiring the lack of acknowledgement of one's own self worth that one can give to oneself. It requires one to release their own value to others. And this creates quite a distorted situation. We find that your society is uniquely orientated this way, and the desires that you identify with your query are rich for contemplation and catalyst to allow people to understand how they might identify with those words of using the reflection of other selves to assess one's worth. We would express some agreement with the latter part of your query, where this self worth is rather identified and developed through one's ability to be more themselves, to radiate more of themselves. However, we would point out that this is still, in some ways, somewhat of a distortion of your third density understanding. For the veil of forgetting, as we spoke earlier, places upon you the lack of your ability to understand the perfection of every moment. In truth, there is no need for you to be or to do any particular thing. There is no need for you to be seen by your other selves in any particular way. There is nothing you can do to increase your self worth or to decrease your self worth. You are, without condition, infinitely worthy. No matter your circumstances, no matter your beingness, no matter your perceptions or your distortions. However, you manifest yourself within the third density in the eyes of the one infinite creator. You're perfect and you're whole, no matter your perceptions otherwise. But we would encourage the line of thinking, as you have presented it within the query, that the path to understanding and accepting this and embodying this truth will travel from retrieving that self worth that you rely upon others to reflect to you and to find it within yourself based upon your own journey and your own beingness and assessing how you are able to be more and more yourself, more and more in alignment with your heart and with your soul. But this path continues.
I agree.
But this path can
You keep on
Okay, Benny, I'm just gonna have to.
okay. But this path continues, and it is one that we of Kuo and those of the Confederation in service to the one infinite creator still walk. To understand the utter perfection of the unity of the creation in every moment, and that question of self-worth is irrelevant, for there can be no different worth when all is infinite. There can be no assessment of more or less worthiness in an infinite creation, for all is infinitely worthy, including you, as you are the one infinite creator. Is there a follow up to this query, my brother?
All right. Well, apparently there is, but I don't think we have time for that.
What do you want to know about time? So, like, you have choices that lead to fucking choices, and
Benny, language, and
so
try.
we have choices that lead to choices, and we're all one. And I completely agree with what Bill said. What he read, but doing it as a person.
Okay, Benny, try to be somewhat more sober next time. All right. Okay. Bill,
Might
did
be
you?
still talking.
I don't know. Maybe, but I can't hear him. Um, Bill, did you want to comment before I read this summary thing?
No. This is just the idea that this is a very difficult thing to do in this in this third density, because we're trained to look to others to show our own self worth.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Infinitely worthy. Cool on self-worth beyond achievement and approval. Kuo addresses one of the deepest struggles of the human heart, the belief that our worth depends on what we accomplish or how others perceive us. They gently dismantle the idea that fame, success, or being seen as exceptional grants value, explaining that the belief places self-worth in the hands of others. From the perspective of unity, self-worth cannot be earned, increased, or lost. Each being is already infinitely worthy simply by existing as the one infinite creator experiencing itself. The spiritual path, then, is not about becoming worthy, but about remembering and accepting what has always been true. Points for seekers with quotes. Self-worth is one of the third density's greatest puzzles. Kuo names this struggle as both universal and deeply challenging. We find that self-worth is indeed one of the most difficult and baffling concepts for seekers in circles such as this. Feeling unsure of your worth is not a personal failure, it is a designed catalyst of third density. Simply recognizing this struggle places you on a conscious path of healing. Society teaches worth through the eyes of others. From an early age, values externally defined. Your society has a unique ability to impress upon those within it to place value in themselves based upon the perception of others. If others can see me as being effective and valuable and worthy, then it may be true. Fame, achievement, and recognition become stand-ins for worth. This creates a fragile sense of value that can rise and fall overnight. A gentle inquiry: whose eyes am I using to measure my value right now? Handing your worth to others creates distortion. Kuhl points out the subtle cost of external validation. This dynamic places the burden of self-worth upon the other self. It requires one to release their own value to others, and this creates quite a distorted situation. When others define your worth, you lose touch with your own authority. Even praise can become destabilizing when it replaces inner knowing. This distortion is not a moral failing, it is a learned survival pattern. Radiance and authenticity are closer, but still incomplete. Kuo partially affirms the idea of worth as being yourself while refining it. We would express some agreement where the self-worth is rather identified and developed through one's ability to be more themselves, to radiate more of themselves. However, this is still in some ways somewhat a distortion of your third density understanding. Authenticity is a healing step, but not the final truth. Even radiance can become another way to try to be worthy. This invites humility. Even our best concepts are still approximations. The radical truth, nothing is required of you. Kuo offers a statement that directly resolves the struggle. In truth, there is no need for you to be or to do any particular thing. There's no need for you to be seen by your other selves in any particular way. Worth is not conditional upon behavior, success, healing, or service. You cannot fail at being worthy. Let this land gently. The mind may resist, but the heart often recognizes it instantly. Self-worth cannot be increased or decreased. This is the core teaching. There is nothing you can do to increase your self-worth or to decrease your self-worth. You are without condition infinitely worthy. No matter your circumstance, no matter your beingness, and no matter your perceptions of your distortions. Worth
And
is not a. Go ahead.
right there, that's really hard to take when it says there's nothing you can do to increase your self-worth or to decrease your self-worth, because we can do horrible things in this density to each other, but the person doing the horrible thing, it might not decrease their self-worth. They might be just like, oh, whatever, it'd be the other self looking at them going, man, I can't believe that guy's doing that. What a horrible person, but
Well,
it's a paradox.
Well, I think that it's just that the opinions of each other and the judgments are not themselves relevant because everyone is the infinite creator.
Yeah, it's
I think that this is a very powerful statement. Like I was just imagining, like saying this to someone. You are without condition infinitely worthy, no matter your circumstance, no matter your beingness, no matter your perceptions or your distortions. Well, maybe in like a way that they could understand, but if you were to tell this to like some random person that they are infinitely worthy, no matter their circumstance, how powerful that is. Like they would probably be in tears.
Right. I remember Hatan saying this one, talking about how worth people are, and they were going, you're infinitely worth your everything or whatever, your importance. And then they said, no matter how horrible the things you may have done, you may not. I read Hatan say that once.
Yeah.
No matter how horrible the things you have done, you're still a creator.
And they are speaking from personal experience.
And they are, you got it's like 48% of the time fucking
language,
Benny.
Yeah, but you know what? We got that devil on our shoulder, and it's 51% of the time, or it's 5% of the time. I've read all the books, I've done everything, but when I do something, it's really fucking horrible, because you know why? It's other people doing that shit to me. I never did one thing bad to somebody. Freaking. But when Bill talks, I really think Bill has that whole thing. Yeah, I might be giving Andrii a hard time right now, but he'll get over it next week. If I tell you anything, you're my fucking homies. And you know what? I've been here since the beginning. And I did my best I could. And
How is your self-worth, Benny? How you feeling about yourself?
well, how do I feel? Well,
No, seriously.
no, I'm talking to you seriously, bro. And
Okay.
fucking
Well,
look, I got
it's my
all those
judgment.
points.
It sounds like a lot of healing needs to be done.
Yes,
No,
and some sobering up too.
Oh,
no,
yes.
I'm sober. I'm sick right now. I've been on bed rest. I work at the Food and Drug Administration.
Okay.
I'm really there with you, and I talk to my homies, Fred, Ed, all them, but at the same time, I fucking really hurt. I'm in an end stage of a skin disease, and I lost my dad, and
Love you, dude.
I
I
hear you,
still
Benny.
go hard. So fucking. When Bill talks, that's real talk right there. He fucking spits it out from his throat.
All right, Bill,
But,
Benny. I mean, we got to finish this. I gotta go soon. All right. Okay. So
all right.
please let us
So,
finish reading this.
if I tell you anything, you have choices that lead to choices. I don't care if you're 5D or you're in the photon belt. You really have to fucking believe in yourself and trust yourself and do the right thing. And that's all I have to say. And if I get kicked
Worth
out,
is not a scale; it is a constant. Even self-doubt does not reduce it. A quiet affirmation. Even now, exactly as I am, I'm infinitely worthy. You are
yeah, I
already
am, I am,
perfect.
I am one, I am whole.
Good, good. You are already perfect and whole. From the Creator's perspective, there is no flaw. However, you manifest yourself within the third density, in the eyes of the one infinite Creator, you are perfect and you are whole. The Creator does not see you as unfinished. Growth does not imply deficiency, it implies exploration. You are not becoming whole, you are discovering wholeness. The healing path, retrieving worth from others. Although worth is already yours, the journey of remembering matters. The path will travel from retrieving that self worth that you rely upon others to reflect to you and to find it within yourself. Healing often begins by noticing where approval is still sought, then gently reclaiming the authority to value yourself. This is not ego, it is alignment. Beyond self worth, the view from unity. Kuo ends with a profound perspective shift. This path continues. To understand the utter perfection of the unity of the creation in every moment, that the question of self worth is irrelevant, for there can be no different worth than all is infinite. In unity, comparison dissolves. In infinity, worth cannot vary. From this view, even the question, am I worthy, gently fades away. You are the one infinite creator. The final reminder brings the teaching full circle, for all is infinitely worthy, including you, and you are the one infinite creator. Your worth is the creator's worth. To doubt yourself is simply the creator experiencing doubt temporarily. A closing contemplation. What would change in my life if I truly lived as though my worth were never in question? All right.
Yeah,
So,
I like how he said,
mhm,
what did he say? He said, you're not you're not finding go scroll up a little bit,
sure,
Andrii.
sure, sure, sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I know what you're talking about.
What is
Um,
this? Yeah,
discovering wholeness.
you're not becoming whole, you're discovering wholeness. I think that
Yes.
sums it up,
Hmm,
really.
hmm. Because we're all one being. We're
Yeah,
discovering.
And right, it says the Creator does not see you as unfinished. Well, it can't see us as unfinished because it sees us as itself.
Mm-hmm.
And why would it see itself as unfinished? It's not. All it's doing is, hey,
Yeah.
I got myself down there, and it's experiencing. Like it says, it implies exploration.
Yes,
Uh,
exactly. Exploration.
yeah, yeah. I mean
Mhm.
that. Yeah. So I mean,
Beautiful.
we kind of constantly need to be reminded of that in this density, but that's what it's all about. You're discovering wholeness, and then through that wholeness, we can start to look for the love of the moment, which is the kind of foundation of this density. Aside from making the choice, and then going from there.
Yeah. All right. So as I found you, I leave you in the infinite love and infinite peace of the infinite creator within you and all around you, my friends. Go forth, rejoice, therefore rejoicing in that infinite power and infinite peace, my friends. Adonai, Vasubratos.
Um,
All right, later.